So, Paul, that was it was an interesting scene. There was a lot happened last night.
Yeah.
It was very strategic. But overall, I think it was a good night, a good intro for Luka to the Lakers. But how much longer will the Lakers be LeBron's team?
Earlier when we posed this question, I was like, you know, this will be LeBron's team to the end of this year. But if they want to do some damage in the playoffs, he got to give it to him right now. He got to give him the keys right now because when you look at the last 3 years on what the Lakers have accomplished, they've lost in the first round. And it's been LeBron's team because AD didn't want to take control of the keys. But you got a guy who's been like that from day one. Guy who just led his team to the finals.
Right.
And so I believe if they're going to go anywhere, and we saw a glimpse of what could possibly be, you have to give it to him right now. And I know he's coming back from injury, Luka is. It's going to take him a few games to just get back in shape and log more minutes, but I truly believe LeBron has to give the keys to him right now.
What does that look like?
Well, this is what I'm thinking. Like, if the game's on the line, I want the ball in Luka's hands. You know, it's always been LeBron for the most part because I trust Luka based on what he's been doing. He's younger. Not that LeBron can't do that anymore, but my eyes see LeBron's a great passer. I think Luka's even better than him. I think he makes players better around him than LeBron. Actually, now LeBron may be a stronger, more powerful scorer, but Luka's a better scorer than him at this stage in his career.
Shooter.
Better shooter, better. I mean, this guy he averaged 34 points a couple of years ago, led the league in scoring. He's had a 70-point game last year, so he's a better scorer and a better passer. Not that you can't put the ball in LeBron's hands late in the game. I think it's going to be by committee. Whoever has it going, Bron, you, him, but you can't ask LeBron to keep doing these things at the age of 40. Luka's here to take pressure off LeBron throughout the regular season.
Right.
And so maybe LeBron has some legs come playoff time because the whole last couple of years, me and Key talked last year in the playoffs that LeBron don't have his legs come playoff time.
When he make that final drive.
Yeah, and that's a great point by Paul. Yeah, the legs, down the stretch, all those sort of things. And you say, is it his team? It's already his team. As far as I can see. Luka's team. Number one, you made a trade without really disclosing the information to the team that was clutch in LeBron, in AD, in Rich Paul. They really didn't get any of that information till the 11th hour.
Yeah.
Then you say, well, okay. LeBron picked up the phone and called Luka and let him know, man, you're going to be introduced last. So when I'm watching the game and they introduced him last, I said, oh, yeah, okay, I see what this is. So LeBron has already recognized that there's a transition that's getting ready to happen. And he's open to it because he ain't been in championships and he's not worried about that. He's open to the idea of Luka taking over. Then I learned later on that Rob Pelinka consulted Luka on the trade for Williams that didn't go through, but never had a conversation with LeBron. So that tells me already that they leaning toward Luka. Now, when we get into the X's and O's and the basketball style of it, depending on what we're doing. Because I love for LeBron to have the ball in his hands at the end. Paul knows more than me because he played in the NBA. But LeBron, with the ball in his hands at the end, he's done some pretty good work. Now, Luka has too. But when you look at, and I know he came off an injury, he was 5 of 14?
Yes.
1 of 7? That 1 of 7 scares me.
He's coming off an injury.
I understand that, but his three-point shooting overall hasn't been so great. So it depends on the situation, right? It just depends on the situation. Do I need a downhill dude? Either one of them could do it. Do I need to make a pass to an outlet to somebody sitting in the corner? Either one of them could do it. It just depends on the situation.
Yeah, Luka, I think Luka is a real good shooter, and especially in big moments, and he loves those big moments. You know, that's the first thing. You got to want somebody that wants those big moments and want that shot, and that's certainly him. I was doing a show, Michael Irvin show, 560 WQAM right down in Miami. On a radio show every day when LeBron came to Miami. What we're seeing now is what we saw then. Role reversal, LeBron was Luka, D-Wade was LeBron. D-Wade was handing it off to LeBron because he was the young star coming in and is going to elevate them to the next level. LeBron's doing the same thing here.
Yeah.
The exact same thing. And LeBron does know. Yeah, all of these things that we talked about, these players are so similar. They're smart, they're great passers, and I think they differ in. Luka's a better three-point shooter. LeBron is better going to the basket to finish. But against Denver, those last few years, LeBron didn't have the legs to go finish. And he had that ball, he takes it, he have a chance to try to win the game, and they blocked the play. We were on with Skip, he was talking about it. He didn't have the legs. This guy will save LeBron for that postseason. All that people talk, he's a ball handler. Let LeBron rest while Luka's doing what he's doing. He's still gonna get you a basket. Now, anybody else doing all of that may not get you a basket, or he'll find you the right person and make the right play. I'm so happy for Luka getting the opportunity to play with LeBron on this stage.
Yeah, last night, Joy, Luka drove to the right side, and they collapsed on him, and it was about 3 seconds on the shooting clock, and he passed to Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent knocked down the three. And I'm sitting there, I'm going to see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need right there.
Yeah, that's what he likes to do. Drive into the paint, draw the attention, kick it out.
Boy, you kick
Shout out
the thing
to 560 QAM. That was my first internship.
Right, yeah.
2007.
Joe Rose.
I guess the big question is, who do you have with the ball at the end of the game? Who do you trust more?
Well, I think it's going to take a little bit of time. Like, last night, I thought they were very strategic. I thought they did a good job with managing the minutes, giving the crowd what they wanted to see. Luka going out there. It was a nice welcome. They had his family there. They had the shirts for Luka. It was very much a welcome to Los Angeles Luka night. Let's ease him into this city with a low-pressure game, not a ton of minutes against a Jazz team that is not really competitive right now. They look great. They dominated the whole game. There was no pressure. Thought it was a very nice entry point. Now, it's going to take some time, I believe, to figure out what this looks like and feels like. Because even though you are absolutely right, LeBron knows how to do this because he witnessed it firsthand with D-Wade. That did take a year.
Right.
Now, they were both at different points in their career. I don't think D-Wade was as far along as LeBron is as far as being done with, playing at the level that he's playing. I don't know how much longer LeBron is going to play, even though he's saying he could be another 5 years.
But he's still good.
Well, Luka can give him that time. See, Luka, hey, bought some time in the bank.
There was not only just a conscious conversation that was had. Like, we know that D-Wade and LeBron had that conversation about this is your team and you have to step up into it. As well, I don't know if it can be every other night. Sometimes it's LeBron, sometimes it's Luka. Yes, the game may require that, but the energy, the attitude, that's going to have to be a real shift because this is LeBron's team. This is LeBron James. They did win a championship with him. He is the one that was here. I know Luka is the future, but it really, to me, has to be is a thing.
See,
and that's what I thought LeBron did last night at the intro. LeBron,
I think they started it.
But I'm saying what he said exactly to Luka in front of everybody. He said, "Don't effing fit in, effing fit out.
Yeah.
Do you, and we are going to work around you. That we know who you are, we know what you do. You come do you." He dragged that Mavericks team. He took them to the final. He's telling me, go do you, and we're going to fit. That's what I think that's big that he says that to everybody.
Before you move on, I just want to
everybody heard it.
Before you move on, I just want to say to Luka and his foundation, thank you for donating that $500,000 to the fire victims here in Los Angeles, which tells me he already gets what being a Los Angeles Lakers is all about.
Yeah. Big time contribution. Right. After the Luka trade to the Lakers, the Mavericks team president, Patrick Dumont, spoke for the first time about why they made the move. In an interview over the weekend, he said, quote, "If you look at the greats in the league, the people you and I grew up with, Jordan, Bird, Kobe, Shaq, they worked really hard every day with a singular focus to win. And if you don't have that, it doesn't work. And if you don't have that, you shouldn't be part of the Dallas Mavericks." So
he said who? Jordan,
Kobe, Bird, Magic.
Shaq.
Put Shaq in.
Yeah. MJ, Kobe, Shaq.
I mean,
yeah, you right.
Kobe get on Shaq because of work ethic, but Shaq
that's where he lost
still
credibility.
dominant, right?
Yeah.
Don't we remember them stories?
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
And aren't they talking about Luka not in the best shape, but he's still dominant?
So he averaged 34 last year.
That's what I'm saying.
Drugged him
Is this
all the way.
shot at Luka fair or foul, Paul?
That's so foul in so many ways because, first of all, I don't even know who this guy is. What's his name?
President of the team.
The president, because all the news surrounding all this was with Nico.
Yeah.
Making the move. So now this guy coming out saying something. First of all, we're in a new NBA. It's a new NBA to where these guys played, they had training camp every single day. They practiced every single day. They built habits the way they built their habits to make them great. These guys, they don't practice. They're a little more lenient. It's like more of a country club now.
Right.
But that doesn't take away from Luka's greatness. What I see as a finished product of him out on the court is better than 99.9% of the NBA. He just come off the finals. He's in the MVP talks every year. 5 times first team All-NBA. What more do you want from him?
Well, so when this is, first of all, it's foul. But as a president of a organization, isn't it the job of the organization to make sure that your star players are doing whatever it is that you want them to do?
Getting me to the NBA finals.
I would think it's your job.
That's what you want your stars to do, be stars? That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's being a star. Now, if I want to go over here and smoke hookah and eat donuts and do all this, let me worry about that later. You know, when my play start decreasing, think about this.
That's your job as an organization, though.
We all hung out as great players. When you started seeing your production decline, then you might be like, all right, hold on. Let me lay off this a little bit.
Right.
But he's doing what he's doing I don't know what he's doing off the court.
If you want to drink a beer and eat a cheeseburger,
go ahead.
Dropping 35, that's all we care about.
Exactly.
Right. It is absolutely foul. It's foul to the taste of there's some personal stuff in here.
Absolutely.
It has to be personal stuff. Why are you trashing this man when this man just led us to an NBA Finals? And nobody had that team going to the finals. He went through some great talented teams and he got them to the finals. And now you're saying this. My thought would be, even if all you saying are true, then you shouldn't be having this thought. You should be saying, man, we got to the finals with a fat, out-of-shape Joker. Wait till we just keep working with him and get him in shape. We got a dynasty. You see what I'm saying? You don't say, oh, this is a fat, out-of-shape Joker, and he's gotten you to the finals. It's so out of line, man, and it leans on, and the smell stink, and it leans towards, you got a personal situation here, and you just let one of the greatest go. I hurt for all my people in Dallas, and I hurt personally. But I'm so happy for Luka.
Me too.
Right, where he's ended. I heard LeBron, too, the other day talking about 77 and 23. You know that equals 100. He stole that from me last year when we went to the finals when I said 7 plus 11 equals 88. And every time we had a Irvin at 88 in Dallas, we won a championship. We got there, though. We got there. But listen, this is insane. This is incredible, and I'm happy for him. He's a true international star, and on this stage is where he really deserves to be, in L.A. or in New York. So, yeah, though it's painful.
It seems like he's happy, though, in L.A.
Yeah.
See, already, it just feels that way. It just feels that way. I could be wrong, but I sense it.
You play Utah, Key.
Right.
I'm not even talking about the game.
Everybody's happy when they play Utah.
Y'all played Cleveland and lost. Now what?
No, we didn't.
Y'all did lose.
We just beat them.
Oh, that was the other day. I'm talking about before that.
Yeah. Nah.
I don't know. I'm very curious to get the real story here.
Yeah.
But Michael telling you it's got to be something.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Sometimes.
Because, the thing about it is,
Luka must have cussed him out or something.
No, Nico getting too many headlines.
You were in the NBA Finals.
Period.
So why are we talking about weights? And how out of shape could you possibly be?
Well, because they believe, from what just from people I know, they believe that if he was in the shape, people wouldn't have picked on him as much on defense. I'm like, well, he's not a defender. They're going to find him regardless. Because he's not a defender.
Listen, I'm not saying that Luka can't be better. Like, this has been a bit of a critique of Luka for years. It's not like this isn't the first time that we've talked about this. It's just that why the hell does it matter if you're going to the NBA Finals?
He went to the Finals.
Figure it out.
Figure the
He had
rest
no
out.
business being in the finals
At
with
all.
that team.
At all.
So
Last year.
Yeah.
Right.
Fifth seed, I believe.
Right.
Fifth seed.
Fifth seed.
Forward.
And then Kyrie, first couple games, he didn't look like in the playoffs, he didn't look like nowhere near Kyrie Irving.
None whatsoever.
Right.
subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.